Hello and welcome to this Dr. Ross Maths key skill video on expanding a single bracket using index laws. And by index laws I mean laws of indices where, for example, if you had x to the power of 7 multiplied by x to the power of 3, do you remember when we times two powers together we add the indices, the little numbers. 7 plus 3 is 10 and we'd have x to the 10. So we saw that in a previous video and we're going to apply this law of indices to these expansions here. So how do we expand out a bracket? Well, we do the thing on the front of the bracket multiplied by each of the things inside. So we're going to do this times this and this times this. Now, if you're struggling to multiply these two algebraic terms together, I do have a video on multiplying algebraic terms which you might want to view first. But let's go back over how we do that. We always multiply the numbers together first. So the 2 times the 3 is the 6. And then we multiply the variables together. So x times x first is x squared. And then we do y squared times y. If you imagine there's like a 1 there, y squared times y to the 1. We add the 2 and the 1 to give y to the power of 3. Now what about the 2xy squared times the 4y cubed? Again, we multiply the numbers together first. 2 times 4 is 8. Now let's look at the x's. So we're going to do this in alphabetical order. Well, there's an x here, but no x here, so we just have x. And the y squared times y to the 3. Well, we're multiplying two powers, so we add the indices together. 2 plus 3 is 5, so we have y to the 5, not y to the 6. I know we're multiplying these together, but we add the indices. We don't multiply the indices. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Let's apply the same thing to this second example. So we're going to do the thing on the front of the brackets times by each of the things inside. So let's do this times this first. We multiply the numbers together. Well, there's only one number here on the front. We've got the 5 here. There's no number here. We can think of it as 1. So that's just 5. Now we multiply the variables together in alphabetical order. P to the 4 times P to the 6. Well, we add the 4 and the 6 to get 10. That's P to the 10. Now there's a q term here, q to the 5, but there's no q term here, so we just get the q to the 5. Now let's do this times this next. So we do the numbers times together first. 5 times minus 2 is minus 10. And now the variables in alphabetical order. P to the 4 times P to the 3 is P to the 7, because 4 plus 3 is 7. And then q to the 5 times, well, there's no q here, so we just get the q to the 5. And then we've got this stray r here as well. So let's just put the r there. And that would be the final answer.